Good morning, St. Francis. It is Thursday, September the 2nd, 2021. It is Thursday of the 22nd week in Ordinary Time, 22nd week of the year. Coming to you on assignment, still in Chicago, wanting to show you the front of the residence where student friars live, where I am currently residing, while I am here working with the friars and working with them. It's a beautiful brownstone, turn of the 20th century, could use some help, but it's a very nice place, pleasant place to live in. So here on a busy city street in lower Chicago, and again, a place that we don't really have in Raleigh, but it's very nice. It's very nice. It's very nice. I made a mistake. I think I said yesterday. The students go to Catholic Theological Union, not University of Chicago. Some of them go to University of Chicago, but most of them go to Catholic Theological Union here in Chicago. The readings today, Colossians, is our first reading, continuing from yesterday. It is the latter part of it is what's important because it is the beginning of the great Colossians hymn, an early Christian hymn composed by the Colossians themselves, not necessarily by Paul, in order to express not only praise of God and praise of Jesus Christ, but also what it means to be a part of the life of Jesus and what Jesus has done. Wait for the bus. Okay, there was a bus. And another bus. Lots of buses on the street. Okay. And what Jesus has done for us in becoming a part of creation and reconciling everything to the Father. Again, the work of early Christians and how they put their understanding of what is given to them in the message of the gospel to verse and into song. This Colossians hymn is still sung. It is sung on Wednesdays for evening prayer in the liturgy hours. I believe it's also sung on Mondays, but don't quote me on that for evening prayer in the liturgy hours. But at least Wednesdays it still rings through thousands of years, or hundreds of years, 1,000, 2,000 years, let's say. It's still the Colossians hymn. In the gospel itself, we go into the apostles, follow the apostles in one way, and Jesus basically telling them, basically go out into deep water because they have caught nothing. The night before they are fishing and they have caught nothing along the Sea of Galilee. Jesus tells them to go out into deep water and try again. They don't really believe him because he has no fishing, but they do, and they catch an abundant load of fish. The putting out into the deep, Duke in Altum, Svino Messa Tau Cathe, I think it is in Greek, but Duke in Altum in Latin, to be put out into the deep, to risk basically trusting that God knows what God is doing, to risk trusting that God knows how to get things accomplished, even when it seems impossible or ridiculous, to trusting that God knows maybe more than we do, even though we don't think that God does. It's all a risk. It's all a dare. Remember, that's what faith is. It is a calling, but a calling into a risk, a calling into a dare, a calling into putting everything behind us that might stand in the way of God being able to do what God needs to do with us and through us for others, so the world might understand the presence of God in our midst, the presence of God in this world in which we live. It is not something that is easily done. It's not something that's easily accepted. It's not something that's easily engaged to this risk of daring to go out into the deep. But unless we go out into the deep, there is no hope for us ever recognizing how powerful and wonderful God is, or how powerful and wonderful it is to have faith in this world. Put out into the deep. Christ tells the apostles today, put out into the deep. Christ tells all of us constantly. May we be people who listen to what it is that God is trying to tell us and have that courage to trust in only what God can do for us. And may the Lord continue to give you his peace.